It's time again for another dose of Sharpy's Weekly Roundup.
Yes, thank you, crazy voiceover man. I am Sharpy, and welcome to the first ever Sharpy's Weekly Roundup. I don't know yet what this is going to entail, but I'm sure it'll be very interesting. It's going to be very rough as we get started. I'm sure it'll be polished and professional, well, as professional as you can get on the internet sooner, hopefully, rather than later. So, what do we got here? Well, have a look. Wow, that was a professional dissolve, and that brings us to our first section tonight, which is movies. I enjoy movies. This week I went and saw X-Men 3. Finally got a chance to see it, and I thought it was actually fantastic. I enjoyed pretty much all of it. It wasn't really too slow. There was lots of action. The ending was absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed that immensely. And apparently, as I was told, there's even more after the credits. I'm normally a person to stay after the credits, and quite a while there's been no movies which have bothered to put anything on there, but X-Men 3 has something after it. So if you're going to go see it, wait and get some goodness. Not too much else at the movies that I'm too keen on seeing. There is Stick It, which looks pretty good, but I'll probably wait till DVD to see that. And upcoming this week, there's Click with Adam Sandler, which looks quite humorous, and Over the Hedge, the animated comedy from DreamWorks, which looks very good as well. They all start this week, so possibly a review, if I get a chance to see them, at the next weekly roundup. So what's the next step after the movies? Naturally, of course, it's DVDs. I enjoy DVDs immensely. Gives me a chance to see the things that I missed at the movies. And what am I going to do in this section? Well, who knows? This week not much was released on DVD. Oh, that was interesting to me at least. I'm sure there's still plenty more things upcoming. Oh, and I have email, but we'll get to that later. Now, where was I? Train of thought now gone. What I did buy, however, this week, we had Family Guy season 3. Thought I'd give that a go while it was cheap. 2010, the year we make contact, cheapie from Kmart. Death to Smoochie, yet another cheapie from Kmart. Hadn't seen it before, thought I'd give it a go. And a cheapie from Easy DVD, Backdraft. My rule is if they get to $15 or less, and even if they get to $5 or less, buy them, add them to the collection. If they're crap, sell them on eBay. What a link, and I didn't actually intend to talk about eBay. I am there a lot, I buy a lot of things. Yeah, this section really has nothing to do with anything. It's not as if I'm really going to talk about eBay. Oh, look, there was this wacky little auction for someone's fingernail that sort of looks like Jesus nailed up against a tree. Yeah, who cares? But when I am on eBay, I do buy specific items, and he looks a little something like this. That's right, boys and girls, it's Boba Fett from The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Attack of the Clones. I am a big fan of Boba Fett and his work and all his mystery and coolness. I do collect a lot of it through eBay. But yeah, not sure what this part of the weekly roundup's going to be about. Perhaps some news and things that are upcoming, or maybe even give you, keen viewer, a glimpse into my collection, which I think's rather large, but I'm sure there's many out there who might have something a bit larger. But one news article that did come out this week was the StarWarsShop.com releasing this fellow. That's him in his box from my collection from Tomy, an import from China when it was an exclusive from 1994. Let me quickly flash to a shot of him outside of the box and flash back to me. Yes, exclusive from I think the Wizard conventions in 1994 in Japan. Yes, you could only get it through there, and so naturally it would cost a fair amount of money to the collector. And now they're being imported straight into the US for anyone to get for around $50 US. So thank you very much, imports, and that's my collectible now lowering in price. But anyway, that's my whinge for the time being. Now, perhaps if they changed the box, perhaps, or made some major adjustment to it, just to make it just different enough to make the old one look old, the new one look new, I'm sure all the collectors would be happy. But, well, that's life. What can you do? Yeah. Well, that pause just went on and on. Could you tell that I'd run out of things to say? No, I think I covered it fairly well. So that brings us on to yet another section that I might cover. Just keep in mind that not everything that I've discussed tonight will be repeated every single time. Just depends if there's anything interesting. This is just a guide of what I can do. But yes, television. Who would have guessed that a geek who likes movies and DVDs also likes watching television? So, not much happened TV-wise for me last week, with the exception of the return of Veronica Mars after quite a long break from Channel 10, so we can finally see what happened there. That's an awesome show. It's had the State of Origin on last Wednesday night. Congratulations to Queensland to tie up the series, and we'll see what happens in July for the final. Naturally, of course, Queensland will win. For everyone outside of Australia, just draw your own conclusions as to what the hell I'm talking about. As for this week, there's a lot of shows coming back, and I've got the TV guide right in front of me, so if you're wondering why I'm looking down, and that's what it is. Monday sees the return of Grey's Anatomy. I enjoyed that quite a deal. Tuesday, we've got the last episode of Survivor. I like it. Sue me. New episode of The Simpsons as well. That's another section that I could talk about. The Simpsons. I'm sure we'll get to that at some point down the future. Oh, The Wedge. Yeah, don't get me started on The Wedge. It's shit. And don't watch it. Prison Break, Wednesday. It's fantastic. And 24 season... I don't know, season 4, season 5 is starting off. Sort of letting itself go a bit, but we'll see what this season's like. I think that's about it. Lost, and 24 continues again on Thursday, and then don't forget that Veronica Mars continues on Friday. But yes, TV is getting very boring to talk about now, and I've gone for probably quite a deal, which probably brings us to the last section tonight, because I'm sure you're all getting bloody bored of this guy just talking. You don't even know who I am yet, so moving on to the last section. It's audience participation time. Yes, this could either be fantastic or it could be the death of me. But as you can probably see underneath me where all these comments are, probably once you read past the flames and the Sharpy or shit and this is amateur hour and what the hell are you doing on YouTube, you're terrible. Once you've gone past all of those, if you submit a question or an interesting question, I'll try my best to answer it for you in the very next update. Wouldn't that be fun, boys and girls? Well, give it a try, you never know. But yes, that's the questions part and the audience participation part, just for a laugh, you never know. But that's it. I think I've gone on for long enough, and if you're still here watching now, then congratulations for surviving through it. It's been a lot of fun. Not much more I have to say, but go the Socceroos a bit later at 2 a.m. Tomorrow morning. Should I stay up? Should I go to sleep and wake up? Should I just sleep through the whole lot? Does Australia have a chance against Brazil? Well, who knows. But that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed. Leave some comments, do some rating. Try not to flame me too much. That's it. Maybe some impersonations next week. Maybe a Homer Simpson. Who knows? Are you lucky? Who knows? Good night. See you later.